You are listening to the Novel Writing Podcast, episode 28. Grab a cup, cozy up, and let's get to writing. Today's episode is the 24th of 60 daily episodes that pair with the videos from Haley's 60-day novel writing challenge. You can watch the first 5 days of the challenge for free on Haley's YouTube channel, and the link to that is in the description. Day 24 of the challenge is about chapter transitions. I have to start this episode by saying that it's okay to have chapters end on non-cliffhangers if it doesn't make sense for the scene to end on a cliffhanger. Honestly, as a reader, I am sometimes grateful to the authors for providing nice stopping points, because as much as I love a good page turner, I do have to go to bed at a reasonable hour, and if I'm in the just one more chapter mindset when I'm reading before bed, my brain gets too wired to sleep very well, or to fall asleep quickly at all. In The Prophet's Ruin, Book 2 of the Chronicles of Talam, Chapter 13 used to end on a cliffhanger, but the rewrites took it out because I had to make major changes to the chronology of that section of the book, which is chapters 10 to 15, in order to make it work. And side note, when I was doing rewrites of Book 2 after developmental edits, I got so stuck on Chapter 14 that it took me weeks to make it work. But the evening that I finally did make it work, that opened up the creative floodgates. I actually rewrote the last half of the book, including condensing 7 chapters into 3 in just a day and a half. So don't let anyone ever tell you that rewriting has to take a long time. If you're on the right mindset, the creativity is flowing, and you set aside the time to actually move with it, you can write or rewrite a lot in a short amount of time. The only limitation is how fast you can type. As writers, one of the best things we can do to improve our crafts is to read, especially in the genre or genres that we write. So the next time you sit down with a novel in your arena, pay attention to the chapter endings and take notes. What makes you keep reading? Are there elements that you can borrow to use in your own writing? What inspiration do those books give you for where to take your story? And a caveat here, do not use those established authors' ability to suck you into their narratives and keep turning the page against yourself if you're finding it difficult to come up with ways to make your chapter transition snappy. The goal is to make the readers want to stay up, to continually turn the page. Again, potato chip chapters are totally an option if it makes sense for how your story flows, but long chapters are great too. I come back a lot to this idea that I learned when I started writing fan fiction. If you can't find a story you like, write what you want to read. That's how I ended up writing a 230,000 word Severus Snape time travel redemption story. I just couldn't find one that resonated. Use the same principle when writing your book. Do you like long chapters? Write long chapters. Do you like potato chip chapters? Write those. Would you enjoy reading what you're planning on writing? If not, we've got some work to do. That's it for this companion episode to Chapter Transitions. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 25. Thanks for listening to the Novel Writing Podcast. If you're ready to stop struggling and start finishing your novel, check out the 60-day novel writing challenge. It's a step-by-step program designed for solo writers to complete their first draft with clarity and focus. Visit the link in the description to learn more.